good. Ethan, right?
Yeah.
I'm Peter. I don't think we've met.
No, I've heard you before though.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
You guys will be fine. You just do your thing. I'll let you know if we're live on here, though.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
No problem. It's hard when you have nobody. I mean, yeah. And the reason I'm here is I'm injured, so.
I got you. What happened, if you don't mind?
I hurt my hip against Northridge, and it's just kind of just been. The doctor told me to take it easy, so.
I got you. How long are you out for?
I don't know. I have to get like assessed by like the school's physical therapist on Monday to see.
I got you.
Hopefully not too long.
Yeah. Speedy recovery.
Yeah, I mean we're down to 4 healthy D.
Is Tyler here tonight? I heard.
Tyler, yeah, he's not here. I didn't see him, but you know, hopefully. I mean, his neck's all swollen. I've heard inflamed, so I doubt he'll be here.
It's that time of year.
Yeah, I mean, well, yesterday he apparently slid into the boards head first.
Oh.
So that's why it's all inflamed. So.
I got you. Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the ice your Cal State Fullerton Titans.
I'm gonna go just do your thing.
Friday Night Hockey. There's nothing better than those 3 words. And tonight, the Cal State Fullerton Titans welcome the Bruins of UCLA to their home barn in a showdown of 2 Southern California teams. Good evening, everyone. I'm Peter Gibbs. These 2 sides did meet earlier this season, albeit just the 4th game of the year for the Titans. So these squads have learned a lot about themselves since that early October meeting, and Fullerton will be looking to take tonight's game in order to set up a rubber match at the Cube tomorrow evening. Fullerton, they've had a rough stretch the last couple weeks, but they are back home on Rink 4 and looking to get some momentum going against the Bruins and try and take them into that Thanksgiving break stretch and hopefully get some healthy bodies back. They're missing a few players tonight due to some prior engagements, due to some injuries, and so the squad tonight, they're looking to do their best to get this team a win and get back into the W column and hopefully keep that momentum rolling the rest of the semester. With that, it's time for tonight's 3 keys to success. The first key tonight, find the weak spot. Gotta adjust early. Find out UCLA's game plan and adapt. Figure out if you need to work it around the boards, go through the middle of the ice, try and dump the puck and chase it. Just try and figure out what the best strategy is to defeat the Bruins tonight. Second key, keep your head up. Got to look for that extra pass. Fullerton has been not on the same page at times this season where they've been trying to have a breakaway opportunity and unfortunately can't get the nice centering pass to the open man or just get that little 2-on-1 break going. So they need to do that, anticipate the pass, anticipate the extra pass, try and get the puck going your way, and look to put one behind UCLA's net. Final key tonight, get in front of that net. You have to block shots if you're on defense. Fullerton down a few defensemen tonight. They're going to have to work together to kind of keep the puck out of their net, protect it in front of whoever's in net for the Titans tonight. And then on offense, if they can set up their power play, if they get any opportunities there, try to get somebody in front of the net, look and deflect that puck past the netminder, and get the Titans on the board early and often. If they can do that, Fullerton will hopefully come away with a victory tonight. We're going to take a quick break as we get ready for tonight's matchup. It's the UCLA Bruins against the Fullerton Titans live on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Starting lineups and puck drop are up next. We're back. We're just 5 minutes away from puck drop, and with that, both sides appear to be just winding down on their warm-ups. And with that, we're going to give your starting goaltender for your Titans tonight. It's going to be Kathleen Reyes in net for the Fullerton. Reyes has not had many home starts this season, but in her time, she's done pretty decent given the injuries to the defenseman in front of her. So Reyes will be in net for the Titans. She'll be looking to propel the team to a victory tonight. We do not yet know who's in net for UCLA. It appears they only have 2 goaltenders dressed. So we can predict it'll either be Brendan Klim, number 31, or number 50, Dionysius Tessageorgios. So we'll wait to give you the starting lines once we have that for you tonight. It's time now for our 3 key players. First for the home team, your Fullerton Titans. They're going to be looking for Jason Dawes to keep up some scoring momentum. He struggled last weekend against GCU trying to find the back of the net, but the prior weekend against CSUN, he had a hat trick on this home rink just 2 weeks ago. So he'll be looking to keep up that home scoring streak that he's had this season. Beyond that, you have Liam McKay. He's been a spark plug this year for the Titans. McKay, he's certainly been one of the better players for the Fullerton squad. He's on that same line with Dawes, and so he'll be looking to team up with number 14 and try and put one behind the net tonight. Your final key player for Fullerton is going to be Seth Gale. He's got to kind of look to spread the puck around. The defenseman has struggled to get on the scoring sheet so far this season, and we're really just looking for him to get involved. You got to spread the puck around. However, stay back on defense if UCLA has any fast break opportunity, any odd man rushes. So Gale, he's going to have a big night tonight, given all the defensemen that are out this evening. As for UCLA, the Bruins are a team that struggles at times with penalties. They draw a lot of penalties. They send a lot of guys to the box. And one of those guys being Noah Jamari. Jamari has 49 penalty minutes this season, and that's just in 4 recorded games that they have per EliteProspects.com. So Jamari, he's going to have to be that guy to stay out of the box for the Bruins if they want any chance of winning. Meanwhile, Fullerton, they're going to have to try and draw some penalties off of him, get to the power play throughout the night. Second guy for the Bruins is going to be Max Oppenheim. He's a good scorer, a little bit undisciplined, so you're going to have to watch him when Fullerton's on defense, but once they get back on that offensive zone, try and protect the puck, try and draw maybe a tripping penalty, any type of penalty really, to get on that power play. Power play, I keep mentioning it, and that's because it's so important for the Titans. They've struggled this season. They've struggled with the odd man advantage, and so Fullerton tonight is going to have to get some extra looks, hopefully coming from that power play, to get some extra goals in, get some high-danger chances. We want to move on to our final Bruins key player to look out for. Their top goal scorer this season, that's Brandon Pellick. Pellick has been very good this season. He's got, in those 4 games I mentioned, he's got 3 goals, so one of the top snipers on this Bruins squad. Those are your 3 players for UCLA and your 3 players for Fullerton. We're just about a minute away from lineup intros and the national anthem, so we're going to take one last break, and then hopefully we'll have starting lines for you just after that. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Cal State Fullerton Ice Hockey live on YouTube.
Tonight's officials is selected by the ACHA, the linesmen, Alex Walkoff and Brian Martinez. The referees are Alexander Catano and Andrew Martin.
It's Ethan.
And now, the starting lineups for your Cal State Thornton Titans. On defense, number 73, Seth Gale. Also on defense, number 82, Jason Wong. Forward, number 14, Kai Paranel. Forward, number 25, Jason Adamas. Center, number 27, Will Fighter. And in goal, number 23, Kat Reyes. And now, fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps and other headwear as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Who's ready for some Friday night hockey? I know I am. And it's time for your starting lines for your Fullerton Titans. They're going to switch things up a little bit as some players are out tonight. And so in front of Kat Reyes is going to be the captain, Will Fighter, number 27. He's going to be paired with number 14, Jason Indalis, and number 25, Alex Novo. Then the defenseman tonight, you got number 82, Jason Wong, and number 13, Seth Gale, who we mentioned in the earlier pregame show. Gale's going to have to get things going for the defense. We'll see what he can do tonight.
All right, fans, and now let's play some hockey.
As for UCLA, they're going to throw out Alex Morose. He'll take this face-off against Will Fighter, and we are underway at Great Park Ice. Glad to have you with us, as this one is sent into the bench, and we'll have a stoppage just 5 seconds in. So it will be number 50, Dionysius Tassageorgios, in net for the Bruins tonight. We'll see what he can do. We don't have many stats on him, so he's one of those goalies that's getting a chance here against this Titans squad. As the players are figuring out where to take this face-off, it will be at center ice. This draw won by UCLA and played over to the far side. Through the middle it goes, played in by the Bruins, and Jason Wong will handle it for the Titans. He'll throw one out, and that one's cleared. Tried to throwing that one back in, but it's Alex Novo who's handling the puck. And we want to give a shout out to Novo's family, who is here in attendance tonight at 5 Point Arena. They're making their way here from San Francisco. So glad to have you with us, Novo family. They've been keen watchers throughout the season, and we're glad that they were able to make it to a game this year. As there's going to be an icing called against the Titans, and that'll have a stoppage in play with 19:24 to go in the first period. Just less than a minute underway. UCLA will go for a change. Fullerton will keep on their line, as they have to with that icing. It'll be number 20, Steven Seuss, who will take the draw against Will Fighter. And Seuss will win that one for the Bruins, but Jason Indalis will handle that one for the Titans. He'll throw one out. Novo with a big hit up along the far boards, and Indalis will try and play one through the middle, but Fighter not on the same page there. As here is Novo, trying to clear it out of his defensive zone, unable to do so. As this one is played all the way around to the far boards. Through that far corner it goes. Both sides scrambling for it, and Dallas will go down, as will a Bruin. But it's Jason Wong who will come up with the puck. Here's Novo now, into the near corner. Throws one towards the middle of the net, but Wong was going for a change. And so nothing there for the Titans. Here come the Bruins now. Chasing that one down was number 2, Max Oppenheim. We called his name in the pregame show. But he gives one up, and there's a shot by Ezra Gale. But it's a glove save by Tassageorgios, his first one of the night. And that'll stop things with 18:31 to go. So now you've got Gale on the ice, as well as Liam McKay and Aiden Parent. So they're putting Parent on that first line instead of Jason Indalis. As this puck is played all the way down, it will be chasing that one down is Daniel Rondon, and we'll have a whistle again. Some sloppy play here in the first minute and a half, but both sides trying to get into the swing of things here. As Fullerton will get an offensive zone face-off in the far side of their zone. It'll be Gale to take it. Up against Brandon Pellick. And Gale will win this one. Here's Francos now. Andrew Francos, who'll play it all the way around the boards. Into that near corner, handling it is Liam McKay. He tries to dangle one near the near side. Unable to do so. This one now thrown out. No whistle there as Parent went down. McKay will dump this one all the way around. Into the near corner now. Chasing it is Ezra Gale on the forecheck. And Kyle Catania handling the puck for the first time tonight. He'll play one all the way down behind the net of Tassageorgios. And UCLA will look to break. Through the middle it goes. Kept in now, and here's Liam McKay. A little 1-on-2 developing. He's got Jason Wong on the left side. Here's McKay. Loose out in front, and a shot went wide. And we'll have a whistle here. And it looks like a penalty up against the Bruins early on. No, I'm mistaken. No penalty here. Rather, I'm not sure what the call was there. My apologies. Didn't see that one clearly. Meanwhile, Fullerton will get an offensive zone face-off, as this one is won by Will Fighter, the captain. Seth Gale tries to throw one towards the net, and that one's blocked out in front by George Fury, number 17 of the Bruins. Kept in now by Jason Wong. He goes down and loses a blade. Down on that far side, but he's kept in now, and here's Justin Barlow. Barlow in that far corner. As UCLA dangles and plays one out to Fury. Fury dumps it up along the boards. And UCLA will go for a change as this one is sent all the way down by the Titans for an icing. UCLA figuring that they want to take it on the near side here, as it will be Seuss to have this draw for the Titans up against, looks like it'll be Will Fighter, the captain, once again. Here's a draw won by UCLA. At the blue line is Zhu. Jeffrey Zhu, as this one's loose out in front of Reyes, still loose, and it finally comes out to Zhu all the way at the blue line. He'll play one into the near corners, and this one is sent behind the net, handled by Will Fighter. He'll play it off to his right, over to Jason Wong, who will chip it up along the boards, and this one is going to be sent through the neutral zone into the UCLA defensive side, and Fullerton will go for a change once again. Entering the zone now. Here come the Bruins. Centering pass, and no one home there, so Barlow will recover it and look to break. He plays one towards the middle as he goes down at the end of that play. Meanwhile, UCLA handles it once again. A centering pass, but no one home. And so Francos will chase it and dump it off over to Novo. He'll play it through the middle over to Ezra Gale. Gale looking for Jason Dawes, who will chip it through the middle. But a good stick there by UCLA to break things up. Through the middle they come. Bruins will dump it all the way down, where Francos will handle this one. Both sides looking to have some short shifts, quick lines tonight. And there's a drive, went wide past Reyes. Down along that far corner now. A good poke there by Ezra Gale. This one went about wide of Reyes, down into the near side now. Here's Rondon. Daniel Rondon, he'll play it along the boards. Kept in by UCLA, but now Gale will handle it by himself. He'll survey the rink in front of him. Look to play it through the middle. It's on that far side, not out yet. Both sides just hacking away at it, and finally UCLA comes out with the puck. Here's Shara now. As this one's played all the way down and to the far side once again. Shara now looking to make something happen. That one's poked away by Rondon and now deflected off the body of the Fullerton defenseman. And a drive went off the pad of Reyes. Good work by Reyes to protect the 5-hole there, as that was a low shot by UCLA. A glove goes down for Ezra Gale, so he has to replace his mitt. But he does so, and now Jason and Dallas. And Dallas with a big hit. It looked like that was number 2, Oppenheim. And so now UCLA, they'll look to break. Here's Moros. Moros is wearing multiple numbers tonight, so we don't know exactly which one to go with. It looks like he has 86 on the back of his jersey, but 21 on the front. So we'll just go with 86 since Pellick is also number 21. And we'll correct that for you throughout the night. Hopefully I won't forget that, but you never know. This is ACHA hockey anyways, so lots of crazy stuff going on here tonight. Meanwhile, here's a big hit up along the bench. Parent was trying to give a hit, went down himself, and the puck is still loose and finally recovered by Pellick. That one's off the body of Jason Wong as it was sent towards the net. Kept in by the Bruins. They'll play it into the near corner. Will Fighter will recover this one and look to break. He'll pull up instead. Tries to play one down along the far boards, but kept in by UCLA and sent all the way down to Reyes, where she'll cover the puck with 13:39 to go in the first period. Lots of back and forth action after those plethora of whistles in the first couple minutes, and so finally we get a break. And that's going to be huge for Fullerton. They're going to have to look to try and get shots on net if they are on the offensive side in order to get a few different players on and off the ice. Get some rest as they are down a few players tonight. We'll continue to hammer that point home to you tonight, as Fullerton is shorthanded, looking to make things happen tonight with the squad that they have. Play resumes now, and this one's thrown towards the net and gloved again by Reyes. So we'll get another stoppage. Going back to that last weekend performance against GCU for Fullerton, they did lose both games, and unfortunately they weren't particularly the closest of games. However, there were some key takeaways that I think the Titans are looking to build off of for the rest of the season. In that second period against GCU, they had plenty of high-danger opportunities out in front of the crease from the Antelopes, and they just weren't able to put one past the netminder of the Antelopes. He was very good that night. But Fullerton, they've gotten some momentum at different points during the games this year. They haven't played a full 60 minutes yet. They're looking to do so finally tonight. Their best game of the season was 2 weeks ago on this very rink against CSUN. However, they did have that big lead late in the third period and were unfortunately not able to protect that lead as they gave up 2 late goals to send it to overtime, where eventually they did win on the final goal to complete the hat trick for Jason Indalis. But my point being, Fullerton this season just needs to play a full 60 minutes, and they're looking to do so tonight with this squad that they have on ice this evening. As we resume play here, UCLA won the draw, and after a clearing attempt didn't go the way of Fullerton, now they handle the puck. Out in front, that one went wide past Reyes and chipped over to the far boards by Ezra Gale. Played up to the blue line now and all the way over to Jamon. That one off the pad of Reyes as it was sent from the blue line by Jamani. And UCLA will handle this puck down below the red line. A breakaway chance now. Here's Ezra Gale. He's looking to make something happen. He'll chip it down, and Sokol will look to chase it on the forecheck, but UCLA will handle that one and look to break. Good stick there by Francos as he's disrupting UCLA play. But ultimately, Fury is able to get that one back for the Bruins. Loose out in the center of the ice. Nobody able to come away with it yet, but finally Fullerton does. But here's a breakaway now. Here's Fury. He shoots, and that one went off the body of Reyes and went wide. Good save by the Fullerton netminder. This one dumped along the boards, but not out yet, as Zhu keeps it in for the Bruins. And now here's Stenson and Zhu, as well as Pellick. Played off to the far side. Dangling, and a shot that one went off the body of Francos, and played back to Zhu, over to the far side. Shot, that one went low, looking for a deflection, but it's cleared out by Francos, and it's going to go all the way down, but not far enough, so no icing as Fullerton is able to get some new skaters on the rink. Puck played in by UCLA, but taken away by Gale, Seth Gale rather, and he's got a chance now with Jason Indalis handling the puck. Indalis shoots, and that one went off the pipe past Tassa Georgios. And now here comes UCLA. They've got a chance. Here's Kamamoto. He shoots, he scores. Grant Kawamoto puts one past Reyes and gets UCLA on the board early, making it 1-0 UCLA. Well, Fullerton had a great opportunity, but just unfortunately weren't able to get back on defense as they kind of left Reyes out to dry that time, in my utmost opinion. And unfortunately, Kawamoto was able to snipe one past the blocker of Reyes and put his team up 1-0 early in this first period. Still plenty of time, only 11 minutes left to go in the first. But here's another chance, and that one went off the body of Reyes, and a good diving save there by Will Fighter, it looked like. Trying to get a stick on that one as Sweeney had a wide open net for the Bruins. Here's one played out in front. That one deflected off the stick of Seth Gale, but kept in by the Bruins. Here's Sweeney now. Owen Sweeney loses the puck, and this one is going to be chipped up along the boards by Fullerton. Liam McKay on the forecheck, looking to make something happen. Unable to do so. Played up now over to Wang, but he loses that one to Will Fighter. Fighter will throw one towards the middle. No icing here. And so UCLA will try and regroup and break things out. Off the skate now of Oppenheim. He'll lose that one to Francos. And here's Francos now into that far corner. He tries to clear, unable to do so. And Ezra Gale looking to break things out. He gets his pocket picked. Here's UCLA now. Seuss tries to dangle through the legs of Gale, but Gale closes him up and is able to deflect that one and keep it out of his zone. As we get a whistle here, and it looks like we're going to get an offsides call with 9:50 to go. As here's the puck now, won by Fullerton, but sent in now by UCLA. All the way down behind the net of Reyes as Francos fights for this one. And coming away with it is Seth Gale. Gale, cross-ice pass to Barlow. Here's Justin Barlow. He'll chip one in along the near boards and all the way down behind the red line. Sent all the way down now by UCLA. They'll throw it towards the middle. And we have a scramble for it at the red line. Here's Justin Barlow as he gets a hit right by his blue line. And so UCLA will come away with it once again. And it looks like we're going to get a whistle and a hand pass called against Fullerton, as it looked like that one went off of Kyle Catania. And while it was loose, Fullerton finally wins that puck. And so we get a stoppage with 9:04 to go in the first. We're glad you're with us here tonight on this beautiful Friday evening as Fullerton wins this draw. And a big hit there along the far boards as Francos went down. But Fullerton handles the puck still. Here's Seth Gale in his own defensive zone. He'll play across ice to Barlow. He will try and send one through the middle, but unable to handle that is Ezra Gale. And a big hit, and it looks like we're going to get a whistle. And it's going to be an offsides called against UCLA. Correction. We're going to get a penalty called against Ezra Gale. He's going to go to the box for 2 for tripping. So Fullerton now will be on the penalty kill against this UCLA power play unit as Gale goes to the box for tripping with 8:41 to go. We'll have to see if the Titans are up for the task here. The referee discussing why we're getting a neutral zone face-off instead of an offensive side, and it's due to the offsides call combined with the penalty. So UCLA has to take one in their neutral zone, winning it anyways, and now they'll play it as they set up the power play. Here's UCLA over to Zhu on the near side, looking to the middle. He plays ones over to Moros. And kept in now by Sweeney. He'll dump it all the way down now. That's Pellick behind the net of Reyes. Dangerous chance now, wraparound chance. And Fullerton was able to get a stick on that, but kept in by Moros. Pellick now handles the puck. He plays it over. At the blue line, here's Zhu now. Zhu sends one towards the net, and that one was a pad save by Reyes. Blue line, and there's a deflection out in front. Off the stick, I believe, of Jason Indalis as he sent it wide. That's one of our keys tonight. When you're in front of that net, you got to put your body on the line to keep your team in the game. As here's Zhu. He'll play it off now. Over to Panwar, back to Zhu. Zhu looking, shoots one, and that one off the body once again of Reyes. And finally out, so Fullerton will get a chance as UCLA takes an offside here. And there you see it, it's Ezra Gale. He took that penalty just moments ago. He'll have 52 seconds left on this UCLA power play. For Gale, that's his second penalty in the last 2 games. As last time out against GCU, they score! Well, folks, I was not expecting that one. I was about to tell you what happened with Ezra Gale. And in the meantime, on the short-handed goal, it's Aiden Parent sniping one home and putting Fullerton on the board. It's 1-1. Well, that is exactly what you needed if you're Fullerton. Aiden Parent just ends up stealing one away, and with a wide open net, he snipes one top shelf, glove side, to put his team on the board here in the first period. And that's what you're going to need with these new lines, albeit that was on the penalty kill. You're still going to need players to step up for this Fullerton side, and it looks like Parent's trying to do so here on this Friday evening. As here's UCLA now. They'll play it at the blue line. Back over to Oppenheim. He shoots one towards the net, and that one gobbled up by Reyes. She makes the save with 6:51 to go in the first period. Well, I was going to tell you about Ezra Gale right before that goal was scored by Parent, and I'm going to finish that point I was going to make. So last week against GCU, Gale took that 2-minute boarding penalty in that game against the Antelopes, and then tonight he takes another one for tripping. So he's trying to stay out of the box, unable to do so, and head coach Jesse Skabluski is certainly not happy with that, taking that penalty. Although it does lead to a goal for Fullerton, so maybe that's what you got to do anyways. Meanwhile, we have play down into near corner now as UCLA handles it. Penalty is over as Gale's back on the ice, and we're back at even strength now. As here's a puck that's sent all the way over to the bench. And UCLA will enter the offensive zone now. Trying to dangle, but a good play there by Jason Wong, and Justin Barlow will play it up to Ezra Gale. Here comes Gale. And a whistle as we have an offsides called. Out is not what you want to see for Fullerton. They had a 2-on-2 developing, and unfortunately weren't on the same page there as Gale holds off for just a moment too late, and ultimately we'll get a neutral zone face-off here with 6:02 remaining in the first period. As this one won by UCLA, they'll play it off to that far side. Into the near corner goes the puck, and here's Will Fighter. He'll try and play one out, but unable to do so. As here's UCLA, looking for a high-danger chance here. But a good work by the Fullerton defense to get that one out. As it looks like Rondon goes down hard over that far side, and then a big hit laid up against Will Fighter, the captain. That was Oppenheim. Rather, not Oppenheim, number 7 of the Bruins. As here's the puck now, played all the way into the near side, and Will Fighter will handle this one. We're just learning that it was a McKay assist on that last goal for Aiden Parent. And so that's what you want to see. We mentioned McKay's name earlier in the broadcast. He's that guy who has to be a spark plug for this Fullerton side, and he did so early on that goal for Parent. As here's the puck now in the offensive zone for UCLA. Down below the red line. Looking to dangle now, but a good stick there by Andrew Francos. There's a shot that went high past Reyes. And here comes Ezra Gale. He'll play one along the boards, and not out yet. As Fury tries to make something happen, he'll play it off to Pellick. Now over to Kawamoto, who just scored recently a few minutes ago. He'll lose that one to Jason Wong. Wong now trying to clear it out. Unable to do so, but there's Ezra Gale helping out his defenseman, and he'll play it through the middle. He'll look to dangle, and he'll throw one towards the net. Played off to the far corner there by Tasek Georgios, and kept in by Fullerton. They'll play it all the way down into the near corner. In that near side, it's McKay and Ezra Gale. Coming away with it is Gale. He'll play it behind the boards now. Still in his offensive zone. Here's Gale pulling back up below the net now. And there's a chance out in front, of centering pass by, it looked like, Parent trying to give it back to McKay that time. Looks like those two may have some chemistry here. As here's a chance for Fullerton, loose out in front. Still loose, and a good save by Tassa Georgios. As Gale looked like he might have had a chance at getting a stick on that one, but unable to do so. UCLA will dump it in and go for a change. And this one is played up and into the Titan bench, so we'll get a stoppage with 3:22 to go in the first period. Well, after a slow start, both sides have had some great action the last 5-10 minutes or so. As it is 1-1. And Fullerton, that's just what you needed. You want to have a close game here. If you can keep it close, you can do anything here tonight. As here's one thrown towards the net and off the body of Seth Gale. As the puck is played into the far near corner, rather. And now sent into the middle of the ice. Through the middle comes Sweeney. Here comes Owen Sweeney. Centers one, and that one not able to find it was Morose. Towards the middle it goes. Here's Sweeney now. He sends one wide past Reyes. And here's Zhu into that near corner. Playing up against the board is Francos, and one now by Will Fighter. It's still loose, and once again, Zhu will come away with that puck as he now has to deal with Jason Sokol. Zhu tries to center one back towards the blue line and coughs that one up, but he'll regain the possession of the puck here, and he'll try and play one in. Weaving his way through. He goes down. Loose puck out in front. Still on the stick of Zhu. Out in front, and that one went high past Reyes. Some dangerous chances for UCLA here the last minute or so. This line for them has been very good as they still handle the puck. Kept in by Zhu. He'll play it off to number 22. That's Panwar. Still not out. Panwar now handles the puck. And finally, it's kept in now. Still on the stick of UCLA. They try and dangle, and this looks like it's Morose behind the net of Reyes. Still loose off the side of the net now, and coming away with it is Will Fighter as he dumps one out, but still kept in by UCLA. My goodness, you've got to get this one out if you're Fullerton. You've got some tired legs. There's a centering pass, and that one wasn't able to be found by UCLA. But here's Zhu. He shoots off the body of Reyes. This is a full danger opportunity for the Bruins. Still kept in. Over to Wang now. Centers one, and that one off the body of Reyes. Loose out in front. Still a scramble, and finally a glove save, and the puck is iced by Cat Reyes. That was a long shift for that Titan line. They were unable to get that puck out multiple times. They tried just about everything. Trying to get some unlucky passes from the Bruins. Trying to dump one into the air. But every time, UCLA is just able to keep it in. They still have yet to clear the puck out of their zone. As here's Gale, he'll play it along the boards now. Nova will try and chase this one. And he lays a big hit as Daniel Rondon gets it through the middle. Here's Jason and Dallas. He's got Rondon behind him. And Dallas weaves and sends one toward the net. And this one is going to be iced by Tassageorgios. With a minute left, shots are 19-6 in favor of UCLA. However, most of those shots have been coming off of their extended zone time, especially that last couple minutes.
1 minute remaining in the period.
As here's one that's thrown all the way into the far corner, handled by Alex Novo. But UCLA wins this puck, and they'll look to break. They've got a little 3-on-3 developing. Playing one towards the middle, and that one went wide. But kept in still by UCLA. Finally, it'll go into the far corner, and Wong will try and send it up along the boards, but kept in by the Bruins as they'll throw one towards the net. It's Ito, as well as Seuss, fighting for that one. And Wong tries to clear it again. Here's Shara, sending one towards the net, and that one blocker saved by Reyes. Cat Reyes doing all she can to make a good stop, keep her team in this game. As here's Shara. And a good break up here by Alex Novo. Novo now looking to make something happen. He shoots, and a glove save. And looking to play the puck is Tassageorgios, but a good opportunity here from Novo. And that will do it for the first period. So a lot of back and forth action here, as our final score after one is 1-1.
Your score at the end of the first period, Cal State Fullerton Titans 1, UCLA Bruins 1.
Well, shots on goal are 20-7 in favor of UCLA, but I'm sure when they go to the locker room, they will be very happy that it's only a tie game. It could have been a lot more, especially with that extended zone time late in that first period from the Bruins. Regardless, though, the team's still in it. They'll get a break here. We will also go for a break, and when we come back, UCLA and Fullerton, they'll be looking to take advantage and try and get on the scoreboard. I feel as if whoever gets that first goal in the second period will be able to command the rest of this game. So a crucial time coming up in this matchup between the Bruins and the Titans. Don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss the second period. You're watching Cal State Fullerton Ice Hockey live on YouTube.
in that way, right? So, so when the lights come back on, fucking bring that down.
Down there? Where are you? There. Vance is asking for the time. Why is the time not on the scoreboard? What's the time on the scoreboard? Vance is asking. A lot of bands out here to submit on. Wow. Lots of people. Not playing for blue. Not playing for blue. I'm on my. Coaches are coming out.
Please welcome back to the ice for your second period, your Cal State Thornton Titans!
How are they? One goal?
We're back, and it's time now for the second period between the UCLA Bruins and your Cal State Fullerton Titans. Fullerton will now be going to the right side, defending the left. UCLA will head to the left, defending the right. We want to recap that first period for you in case you're just joining us tonight. Things kind of started off a little sloppy the first 5 minutes, and then finally both sides get into a groove. For about 5-10 minutes or so, both sides just going back and forth, no score, until finally you have a goal scored by number 27, Grant Kawamoto, and it comes off of a wild play. Fullerton ends up getting a 2-on-1, heading down into the offensive zone. They aren't able to do anything with that, and the puck eventually trickles all the way over to Kawamoto, and he, in turn, with another UCLA Bruin on his left side, head all the way down, heading towards Cat Reyes, and Kawamoto ends up sniping one past the blocker side of Reyes to put his team up 1-0. Then just moments later, after a penalty to Ezra Gale, Fullerton's on the shorthanded penalty kill rather, and after a face-off draw in their offensive zone, Liam McKay just kind of sends one cross ice to a cutting and diving Aiden Parent, and Parent is able to put one past UCLA netminder Dionysius Tassageorgios and tie this game up. So that's what we have for you as we are here now in the second period. Glad to have you with us here at Great Park Ice, rink number 4, as UCLA and Fullerton get underway in this second period. Puck trickles down into the near corner, and Daniel Rondon will handle it for the Titans. He'll try and reverse play, but no one home as here's Panwar. He'll play one down to Morose. Morose handles it into the far corner. He'll play one off to Zhu. Zhu sends one in. That one's off the blocker of Reyes. Another one sent towards the net and off the body of Will Fighter. He'll reverse play to Rondon. Daniel Rondon, he fans on a pass, but still handles the puck, and he'll try and reverse play now. Here's Panwar now into that near corner. Panwar trying to work the two-man game with, it looks like that was Wang, but instead it's going to be Fullerton. Here's Alex Novo. Novo's got family here tonight. We want to welcome in the Novo family once again. His mother, his couple cousins, as we get a whistle here, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty called. Trying to figure out who this one is against. It looks like it's going to be against UCLA captain Owen Sweeney. So Sweeney, number 63, he's going to head to the box. As you saw there on your screen, Sweeney getting the box door open. And Fullerton now will get their first chance on a power play. It'll be Ezra Gale. He'll take the draw, and he'll win this one. Over to Seth Gale now. Gale and Liam McKay. Out there as well as Ezra Gale, Jason Indalis, and out in front is Aiden Parent, the big man, who's trying to get a body out in front of Tassageorgios. Here's Liam McKay. He throws one cross ice, and a puck sent towards the net, and save made by Tassageorgios, as this one's going to be played all the way down. Reyes will handle this with her stick, and Liam McKay will look to break things out. Behind the net, and he'll play it off to Ezra Gale. Gale will play it back over to McKay, and they'll look to break things out once again. Cross ice pass over to Ezra Gale. He enters the zone now. Kept in by Parent. He'll send one towards the net, but wide of Tassageorgios. And now it's going to go down once again. Nothing happening so far. We're 50 seconds into this power play for your Titans. Still keeping the same unit out there. Here's McKay. McKay almost loses that one, but instead it's going to be Gale. They've got a 5-on-3 developing. Gale trying to handle that one, loses it slightly, and he'll have to send it back to McKay at the blue line. Over to Seth Gale rather. Here's McKay. McKay sends one toward the net, and that one was blocked by Ito. And after a scramble, it's going to be covered by Tassageorgios. 45 seconds to go on this power play. Both sides will go for a change. Some new penalty killers for the Bruins and a new power play unit out there for the Titans. They'll have Will Fighter, Alex Novo, Jason Sokol. Looks like it's going to get some time on that right wing. And then in the back end is going to be Andrew Francos and Daniel Rondon. Here's the face-off. This one won by Fullerton, and Francos will handle it at the blue line. He'll send one towards the net, and that one went high. Will Fighter in that far corner. Needing some help. Nobody there yet, but Novo finally comes over, and after a centering pass that goes nowhere. It'll be sent all the way down by the Bruins. They'll kill off even more time. Less than 30 on this power play. Will Fighter with a head of steam. He'll work his way back to the middle of the ice. He'll play one off to Daniel Rondon. Rondon will try and enter the zone. He does so now, but he loses that one. And it'll be played down once again. Less than 10 seconds as Sokol chases after this one. Fans on a pass. And a loose puck now. Dangerous chance for UCLA. They'll play it back. And a drive. That one went wide. Out of the box comes Sweeney, and we're back at full strength. As Reyes is going to cover up the puck here, and we'll get a stoppage in play with 16:41 to go in the second period. Well, not much to say about that power play. No shots on net for your Titans. And unfortunately, that's just been the story this season. They haven't really had much going on. And one of the players who does have a power play goal this season, Tyler Lambert, he is not in the lineup tonight. And so Fullerton has had a struggle so far this season. And here's a puck that's going to be played all the way down for an icing against Fullerton. Shots are 22-9 in favor of the Bruins. They have had multiple dangerous chances so far in this game. As they'll get an offensive zone face-off here. It'll be Morose versus Fighter for the draw. And Fighter will win that one. Played down along the boards by Jason Wong. Kept in, though, by UCLA. That one thrown off the stick of Reyes, and now Oppenheim will play it over to the far side. Here's Kawamoto. He had the goal earlier in that first period to open scoring tonight. Kawamoto still handles the puck. He plays it off to Oppenheim at the blue line. Oppenheim cross-ice pass. Not there, though, is Zhu. He finally does handle that one and plays it off. A centering pass and no one home. That was some nifty passing by UCLA, but nothing happening there for the Bruins. As here comes Oppenheim down. He'll play it off to Fury. Behind the red line now come the Bruins. Looks like that's part of their game plan here in this second period. A lot of plays behind. As that one went off the pipe out in front of Reyes. Still loose in front, and another save made by Cat Reyes. Two dangerous shots there from the Bruins. Couple that Reyes likely wasn't expecting, as it was a backhand there by Fury, it appears. And eventually the puck was settled down, and now we have it handled by Ezra Gale. He'll look to clear, but not done so yet. Here's Owen Sweeney trying to make up for that penalty he had just moments ago. He'll throw one cross ice to Kawamoto. Kawamoto loses the handle on that one, and out come the Fullerton Titans. Ezra Gale weaving his way through the middle. He'll dump one towards the far boards, try to chase after his own puck, but had too much of a head of steam, and he overplays that one. Here's Jamani. He'll play it over to the far side, and losing the stick on that is Sweeney. However, Wells handles that for the Bruins. That is Thomas Wells, number 10. Meanwhile, here's a chance, and that was Aiden Parent looking to get his second on the night. This line, since they switched it up with Parent taking over for Jason Indalis, who's moved up to the first line, it looks like that trio has done well so far this evening. As here's UCLA. Playing it off to the far side. Here's Wells, who will send one in, and it's covered by Reyes, who will ice it with 14:10 to go. 14:12, rather, in the second period. While we have a moment, we want to remind all our viewers that your Fullerton Titans will be back at it again tomorrow against UCLA. But it will be a road game at the Cube. Puck drop for that is going to be 5:30 p.m. in UCLA. As this puck is going to be sent all the way down, and UCLA will look to regroup and gather things back up. Playing it along the near boards. Over to Gupta. Number 24, Gupta. That he throws one all the way around the boards. Handled there by Seth Gale. He'll play it up to Jason Indalis. And Dallas now will chip it along the boards, and it looks like we'll get a whistle here. And I believe that one was into the bench area, so we'll get a stoppage here and a neutral zone face-off. Will Fighter takes the draw for the Titans, and he wins that one as Alex Novo comes away with it for a moment. And he'll play it up along the boards as Seuss and Fighter get into it, down at the red line along the bench area. Fullerton will go for a change as this puck goes into the middle of the ice. And coming away with it is Ito from the Bruins. He'll play it up to Seuss, who will dump one in and look to chase it, but Jason Wong will get to it first. Handled, though, by the Bruins, and they'll keep it into that far corner. Up to the blue line now. Here's Zhu over to Panwar. Panwar through the middle, and that one was broken up by the Titans. Here comes Ezra Gale now. He has a nifty dangle, but can't handle that one past the red line, and so Zhu will handle that one up. A little 2-on-1 was developing, but Fullerton unable to make anything out of that great chance. As here's a centering pass to Kawamoto. He looks to dangle now. Into the far corner he goes. Here's Jason Wong. Ezra Gale now handles it and reverses play all the way to the near side. The puck will leave the zone, and Panwar will handle it in his defensive side as both sides go for a brief change, and the puck is thrown all the way down and in. And an icing is going to be called here against the Bruins. So Fullerton, they'll get a chance now for an offensive zone face-off. They'll have the group of Will Fighter, Kyle Catania, Justin Barlow, and then the two defensemen are Andrew Francos and Jason Wong. Those are your Fullerton 5. And it looks like it'll be Fighter up against Pellick from the Bruins. As here's a draw, won by the Bruins. Played all the way to the far side. Oppenheimer plays it up the ice, and now here comes Panwar with a head of steam. Looking to make something happen. He dives towards the net and scores. Wow, what a play from UCLA. That was Brandon Pellick with the goal. We had mentioned his name earlier. He was their top goal scorer coming into tonight's matchup. And Pellick does it again for the Bruins, putting his team in front 2-1. There's just a nifty dangle out in front of Reyes, kind of carving up the Titan defense, and unfortunately that is not a goal that you want to see if you are head coach Jesse Skabluski and the Titans. So Fullerton, they'll have some work to do here. I mentioned as we went to intermission that the next goal was big, and yet here come the Titans. A centering pass out in front. Will Fighter trying to make something happen immediately after giving up that goal, but UCLA will come up with it now. They'll dump one off, but Fighter will look to play it out, and he does so. Less than 12 minutes to go here in the second period. Puck played through the middle and over to Fury along the near side. Chipped up into the air and now out by Will Fighter as Oppenheim will handle the puck. He'll play one to the middle, and here comes Pellick. Pellick, who just had that beautiful goal for the Bruins, looking to make something happen again. He pulls up, hands one off to Kawamoto. Kawamoto had that goal last time in the first period. And finally, Fullerton will come away with it. They'll throw in towards the middle, and Parent will chip it along for Liam McKay, but Oppenheim is there for the Bruins. If you're the Titans, at this point, you might need to get another shorthanded goal. That was what worked in that first period. They've had some opportunities for offense here, but shots right now are 27-9 in favor of UCLA. They have controlled this second period. And here they come again. Here's Oppenheim. Throwing one towards the net, loose out in front of Reyes, and she'll ice the puck. That was a high shot off of the cage, it looked like, of Reyes, and as the puck pops into the air, she's able to corral it instantly and ice the puck here. As here's a face-off draw, won by UCLA. They'll play it out into their defensive zone, and now here they come along the far boards. Through the middle they weave. Coming through the middle once again. A good opportunity for a wraparound. But a play back now and a drive. That one went off the pad of Reyes and into the corner now as Sweeney fights for it as well as Pellick. Or rather, that was Morose. I mentioned in that first period, Morose is wearing number 21 on the front and on the sides, but he's also wearing number 81. So, you know, a little difficult to figure out which number 21 is which. One is Pellick, one is Morose. Tough to see if you're a broadcaster, but I'm trying my best for you out there at home. Hope you're having fun here on this Friday evening for this matchup between the UCLA Bruins and your Cal State Fullerton Titans. As Fullerton looking for the equalizer here, they've got the Gale line out there, as it looks like it's going to be Alex Novo and Jason Indalis out there with the centerman Gale. So head coach Jesse Skaluski looking to shuffle the lines even further. As here's a puck kept in by Fullerton. They'll throw in towards the net, and that's off the shins of Morose. And so Fullerton will have to regroup. Here's Ezra Gale. Cross-ice pass to Jason Indalis, who's trying to make something happen, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty called. With 9:49 here, it's going to be up against UCLA. I'm not entirely sure who that was going to the box, but it's going to be for, I believe, a high stick. So Fullerton will get another power play opportunity. Nothing happening that first time, but they'll get a chance here for their second opportunity. That penalty comes against number 7 of UCLA. We don't have their number on the stat sheet tonight. We'll try and get a name for you from the PA. Meanwhile, here's Gale. He'll take the draw. And this one is won by Fullerton into that far corner and kept in by Will Fighter. He'll play it off. And now Liam McKay will throw in towards the net. That was blocked in front by UCLA as they look to break now. And here's Morose. It's going to be a roughing penalty against number 7 and a delayed call now against UCLA as Tassageorgios goes to the bench. So we're going to get a penalty against the Fullerton Titans, and there's a late hit there and some back and forth action. Looked like after Ezra Gale touches the puck, he ends up going to the box. No, rather it's Seth Gale. He's going to go to the box now. As you see on your screen there's number 13, Seth Gale. He heads to the box for 2. And so we're going to get 4-on-4 action for the next minute 32 of this game. Well, special teams have been up and down for Fullerton tonight. Their only goal comes with 4 men on the ice, so maybe something will happen here. I'm an optimist at heart, so, you know, I gotta see the bright side of everything. As here's UCLA. Here's Zhu with the puck. He weaves and plays it off to Panwar. Over to Zhu. Down now over to Pellick, who had that goal moments ago for the Bruins. It was a hooking call against Gale, by the way. We didn't mention what the exact call was, but it was a 2-minute penalty for him. And as we have a minute left on this 4-on-4 action, UCLA will look to regroup. They'll play one up the ice now. Here comes Zhu with a head of steam. A little 3-on-2 developing. He plays one off on a cross-ice pass, but Pellick couldn't get a stick on that. And so as the puck goes through the middle now, here comes Liam McKay. McKay looks to dangle. He hands one off to Andalis, who plays it back to the blue line. Still weaving. Still kept in now by Andalis. He'll throw in towards the net off the glove of Tassageorgios, and a good dangle there by Ezra Gale. Ezra Gale looks to play one back, and it looks like another penalty now coming against UCLA as Andalis went down, looking to chase after that one. Looks like an interference call coming against the Bruins. It'll be Pellick heading to the box for 2. So we're going to get a 4-on-3 for 28 seconds. Then it'll go back to 4-on-4 and then a 5-on-4 power play for your Titans. As here's the draw, and this puck is going to be sent all the way into the sky and into the UCLA bench. Here's Ezra Gale now. Taking the draw. Up against Owen Sweeney, and Gale will win that one. Liam McKay will handle it at the blue line. Plays it off to Gale on the near side. Gale back to Liam McKay. McKay to Gale. Gale looking. Gale back to McKay. McKay looking for something. He'll play it off to Fighter. Fighter through the middle, but nothing happening there, and UCLA will dump it all the way down and kill off some time. As 3 seconds on the clock, and we are back to a 4-on-4 special teams opportunity for both sides. As out comes number 7, that's Thayer Gladstone. We don't have a first name for Thayer Gladstone, but that's number 7 who went to the box for UCLA. And here's a chance now for the Bruins, and another penalty, this time against Ezra Gale. So both Gales into the box. Looks like they can't get enough of it at home. The brothers are looking to fight it out in the penalty box between each other. I'm just making jokes. Folks. Regardless, it's going to be a lot of penalties the last 2-3 minutes here. And now UCLA will go to the man advantage. It's 4-on-3. A lot of back and forth action. And it looks like we have a bit of jawing. In the penalty box as both Gales getting into it. With Pellick, it looks like. The referee heading over to figure out what's going on there. Unclear what the deal was on that. Regardless, it'll be Sweeney versus Andalis now. Jason Andalis taking a rare draw for Fullerton. As here's now Panwar. He'll play it off to Zhu. Zhu shoots off the pad of Reyes. And this one was sent into the bench of UCLA, but not high enough for another penalty. As coming out of the box was Seth Gale, so we're back to 4-on-4 for the next minute 4 seconds. Well, if you're just joining us and you're surprised that it's 4-on-4, I got news for you. There's been about 5 penalties in the last 5 minutes, as both sides can't keep their sticks away from each other, and a lot of unusual penalties for the Titans. UCLA coming into this one, they suffer a lot. As there's a shot, that's loose out in front of Reyes, still loose, sliding save off the pad, and finally it comes out to UCLA. They'll play one now, over to Panwar, back over to Morose. Morose looks to handle the puck. He'll play one off to Panwar. Panwar shoots, that one went wide, past the net of Reyes. And here's Seth Gale now. He'll play one through the middle off the stick of Jason Andalis. And Panwar will handle this one. He'll play it through the middle to Ito. Ito looking now. Here's Zhu. Zhu at the puck. Jason Wong looking to tap that one away with his stick. It's played over to Oppenheim at the blue line. You've got less than 5 seconds on the penalty for UCLA's Pellick. And now UCLA will be on the man advantage for about 40 seconds. As here's Shara. Shara with a shot and save made by Reyes. Right into the center of the body. She stood the task and made the easy save, as shots now are 35-11 in favor of UCLA. They have dominated this second period. Regardless, it's 2-1. It's anybody's game. And Fullerton is certainly looking to turn the tide here. I mentioned it earlier, their first goal came on the penalty kill. Shorthanded goal from Aiden Parent, so we'll see if they can do it again. As here's a draw won by UCLA, Oppenheim will play it off to the blue line. Here's Shara. He'll play it back to Oppenheim. Here's Sweeney now on the near side. Sweeney back to Oppenheim. At the top, at the point. They'll play one on cross-ice pass to Sweeney, who couldn't handle that one from Shara. And a drive, that one went wide. Sweeney trying to put one home and give the Bruins a 2-goal lead here. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Ezra Gale, as Shara handles the puck. Down on the near side, he plays one back. That one loose out in front, deflected by Shara, and Titans, they'll get a chance to throw this one all the way down as the penalty expires to Ezra Gale. We're back at full strength. As here's Francos chipping one along the boards, and a delayed offside call against the Bruins. So the Titans will get a chance here. Here's Francos handling it up, and he'll dump one in. Chasing after is Liam McKay, but Oppenheim will play it over to Shara. Shara now with the puck. He plays a cross-ice pass, and here's a chance now. Here's Owen Sweeney. He's got Seuss on the left. Sweeney tries to dangle, and he scores. My goodness, what a goal. Looked like he went for the Kucherov there. Trying to go backhand, forehand, just purposely losing the hand on the puck, and it goes past the glove side of Reyes. It's now 3-1 Bruins. Less than 5 minutes, it's 3-1 Bruins. Shots are 37-12 in favor of UCLA as we resume play here. And this second period has been all UCLA. They have been dominating. As the linesman goes down in front of the penalty box area, but UCLA will handle the puck still. Here's Oppenheim looking to break things out. He'll chip it along the boards to himself, keeping it in. Entering the zone now, and he'll dump one off, but a good stick there by Seth Gale. He'll play it off along the far boards, and Jason Sokol will chip it up. Oppenheim will handle it and look to break things out. He'll throw one up ice to Seuss, who pulls up, throws one towards the middle, and Sokol will chip it out once again. Handled now by Jamani. He'll send one to Wells, and it looks like we'll get a whistle here and an offside call against UCLA with 4:06 remaining in the second period. Here's a draw, won by UCLA once again. It's played now along the far boards and chipped out by Daniel Rondon. But Pellick will regain it, and he'll look to break things out as there's going to be a hand pass called against the Titans, as Rondon was trying to throw one out of the zone. Regardless, it'll be an offensive zone face-off now for the Bruins. Looks like it'll be Pellick versus Fighter for the draw. This one won by UCLA, and a shot that went off the body of Reyes. And another shot. There was traffic in front. That one went off the blade of Pellick. Here comes Jason Dallas now, weaving his way. And a shot, that one went off of Tacit Georgios rather. Here's another shot, more traffic out in front. Well, that was Novo who had the first opportunity. He couldn't get the backhand shot to go. And then a good chance there from, it looked like, Gale, but he wasn't able to put one past as there was traffic out in front. Regardless, the puck's now played into the near corner of the Bruins defensive zone. Handling it is Pellick. He has had the hot hand tonight. One goal earlier in this period. As here's a centering pass off the skate of Wong. And played out by Ezra Gale. He'll dangle and play one up ice for Alex Novo. Novo will chip one in, and he'll go for a change, as will multiple Titans, as Liam McKay takes the ice once again, as does Andrew Francos. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Chipped up along the boards by McKay, chasing after its parent. But UCLA is playing it back. And it's up along those near boards now. Both sides not really getting too aggressive with the play here as UCLA is taking their time with it. They'll throw a cross-ice pass, and here comes Pellick. He had the goal earlier. Pellick shoots, and that one went off the blocker of Reyes. That was too dangerous if you're Fullerton. Can't give that one up. And now as UCLA's caught going for a change, Fullerton looking for some numbers here. They'll dump one in, and Parent will chase after it. He'll get it in the near corner, and he'll be tied up down there. As it's still tied up, still loose in that near corner. Parent's after it, as is Ezra Gale looking to give some help. And still loose, as a good dangle there by Gupta. Played up now by Seuss. 4-on-2 developing for UCLA. Behind the net comes Seuss. He'll play it up to Panwar. Panwar looking, shoots one towards the net, off the glove of Reyes. Still loose out in front, a centering pass couldn't be found. Here's Panwar though, still in the offensive zone. Cross-ice pass, shoots one wide. There's Panwar still. We've called his name multiple times, the defenseman for the Bruins. He'll play it off now to Zhu. Zhu looking. Zhu hesitates behind the net, back to Panwar, and a drive, and that one glove saved by Reyes. With 1:01 to go here in the second. Both sides will go for a change. Shots are 40-13 in favor of the Bruins. And now it's going to be Fighter versus Morose for the draw. This one won by Fullerton, but kept in right by the circle. And Sweeney will throw it towards the net, and that one went wide. Chipped up in the air now. It's loose below the red line and played over to the far, or near side rather, by Daniel Rondon. Here's Zhu who handled the puck. He gives it up to Morose. Morose looking behind the net, trying for a wraparound and a glove save and an icing the puck is Reyes with 39 seconds remaining. So it'll be a far side draw here. It'll be Morose versus Fighter once again, and this one won once again by the Bruins centerman. As Fighter tries to clear one, and he does so. Here's Zhu with the puck. He'll play it off to Panwar. UCLA looking to break things out with less than 30 seconds here. As making the glove save and icing the puck is Reyes once again. Well, to recap this period, lots of penalties and domination by UCLA. Those are the two things that I can summarize for you this period. As there was a time in the middle of the 20 minutes where both sides had about 3 penalties each. Fullerton gets one, then UCLA gets 2, and both sides just weren't able to really capitalize on that one. It was a golden opportunity for CSUF, but they weren't able to do much with it. As that will be the final horn here in the second period. And we are through 40 minutes. It is 3-1 Bruins. Finishing up that recap, you had Pellick who gets the beautiful, dangerous chance for the Bruins. He ends up dangling through the offensive zone and just putting one past the glove of Reyes. Then later on, you had penalties from both sides. Lots of back and forth action. Neither side really keeping it clean, unfortunately. And then ultimately, you had Owen Sweeney, who gets the second goal for UCLA, as he was able to really just drive to the net, and it looks like he kind of went with the Kucherov play, where he tries going backhand, forehand, loses the handle on it, and it just takes Reyes by surprise as it slides right past her, and ultimately that's your second goal of that third period. So it's 3-1 Bruins as we are through 2. Don't go anywhere there, though. The last 20 minutes are coming up right after this brief intermission. You're watching Cal State Fullerton Ice Hockey live on YouTube.
why we need yeah. I forgot. There we go. No, I know. Right below the CSUF UCLA. Wait, where? Still left of that. 2 feet to the left.
Keep it on.
They're oblivious. All right, let's see how long it'll take.
Peter. Oh, bro. I'm trying to get my espresso. He's like, with his camera. No,
Oh, now they're
Ah!
Here we go. Try to take a picture. Cut it.
Not OBS. Okay, Twitch. Who's the streamer?
What?
You have to go like camera?
Yeah. That's the best we can do. Yeah, new people.
Look back when I kid.
Find somebody oblivious. Okay. I guess we're going oblivious now. Right there. They look oblivious, Noah. Oh, this is perfect. Oh god, this is perfect. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. No, oh, they noticed. Alright, let's see. Who's not paying attention? Oh. No!
my god. Is that, wait. This guy ball? Alright, wait, hold on. Let me get brightness. Looks like that's the best we can do. Yeah, watch it. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Dude, I know the guy on the
That's so good.
The guy I know I went to camp with him.
Oh, he's getting a big.
Why do you keep going in and out smoking?
Alright, now what? I don't know. Here, we can put these two dancing right here. You want to do that? Let's do that at Bro. Okay, pal. Wait, I'm gonna get UCLA in. See if anyone looks good. Alright. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm scared. I don't know what Noah's about to do. I'm ready. Oh.
I was ready, man.
Boo! What are we doing? You want me to go back now? Wait, oh. Back up 10, you can. We can do Oblivious right now. No! could have done bet rated setup.
Now for the third period, please welcome back to the ice your Cal State Morton Tigers.
We're back. It's time for the third period. Final 20 minutes coming your way next. And I just want to give a quick shout out to our production team here at Rink 4, Great Park Ice. They do a magnificent job just putting together fan cams, dance cams, even a Zam cam with the Zamboni driver. It's been a great night. We've had a lot of fun here, and we're hoping that the next 20 minutes are fun as well for your Cal State Fullerton Titans as they look to tie things up. Recapping that second period, 2 goals from Pellick and Sweeney, and they kind of just come from difficult opportunities that the Titans are unable to handle the puck, breakaway opportunities, and just some unlucky goals going against them tonight. But we have 20 minutes left, and we're going to have to see what Fullerton can do. You may have some tired legs out there. They've been playing with a couple players down. The defense is certainly shorthanded tonight, and so we're going to have to see what this team can do to drag things back and tie the game up. Regardless, we're happy to have you here at Great Park Ice, Rink 4. It's time for the final 20 minutes. Looks like Fullerton will send out Ezra Gale, Jason Dallas, Alex Novo, who's been shuffled to that line, as well as Jason Wong and Seth Gale. Final period coming up. We're happy to have you as UCLA wins the draw, and they'll control things here to start off. As Ezra Gale wins it for the Titans, he'll play it back to Jason Wong. Wong looks up, throws one off the boards, and this one's going to go down to UCLA. They'll play it over to Shara. Shara whiffs on a pass, and here's a chance now for Novo as he chases the puck on the forecheck. Behind the net now. Still with UCLA, though, as it's chipped up into the air, and body's going down, and we're going to get a whistle here as Gale and Wells not happy with that one. Both sides saying, hey, you did that. No, I did that, as it looked like Wells was jumping into the sky to get the puck. Gale as well, and they both kind of just collide right by the blue line. Still pointing fingers at each other. I'm not sure if they're doing it out of fun or if they're genuinely pissed off at each other, but regardless, we resume play. Here's UCLA now on the near side. It's Shara. He pulls up. Looks to break things out. He'll dump one in now. And Wong will have to retrieve that behind the net, but he coughs it up. Here's Wells with the puck. He plays one behind the net now. Seth Gale handles it in the near corner. And this is going to be reversed to the far side now, as here's Oppenheim. He'll chip one in. And Kawamoto can't handle that. So CSUF will look to break things out, but they can't do so yet. Here's Kawamoto. He'll throw one towards the net. That one shot up in the air. And no whistle, play resumes. And because of that, Fullerton looks to break things out, but UCLA quick to get back on defense. And UCLA will handle the puck in their defensive side. Here's Shara. Throwing one cross ice to Oppenheim. He'll enter the zone for the Bruins. Trying to drive hard to the net. Wraparound opportunity, loose out in front, and a good stick there. It looked like from Ezra Gale to break things up. Another one thrown towards the net. That one went off the pipe. It's loose out in front, and they score. That'll make it 4-1, UCLA. And that was just a weird one. It's thrown towards the net. It's off the pipe. Reyes can't find it as it's scrambling right behind her. And we'll get confirmation on who scored that goal, but it was an easy poke in for UCLA, and they extend their lead to 3. Play resumes now, and it's on the near boards. One over by Will Fighter. It was a goal by Seuss, who's able to poke one in for UCLA. And now the puck is played into the near corner. And here's Gupta with the puck. Rondon there was trying to push him off the puck, and he does so as Will Fighter handles it and takes it into the offensive zone. He pulls up, and a loose puck skipping past Tassa Georgios. And here's another one. That one's sent up in the air off the netting, so a stoppage in play. So yes, it was Seuss who's credited with the goal for the Bruins, making it a 4-1 lead. And he's able to just poke one home for UCLA to give them that 3-goal lead. Shots are 46-15 in favor of UCLA. They have dominated play tonight. As here's a draw, won by UCLA. They'll play it in their near corner. Reversing play now. And finally, UCLA looks to break out. They come up the far side, weaving their way in through the middle. Here comes UCLA. That was Wang who throws one in. And it caroms off the net, so Francos will chip it over to the near side, and Seth Gale will look to break. He pulls up, tries to play one through the middle to his brother Ezra, and eventually it does come off the skate of Ezra Gale, but it's kept in by UCLA, as it's still loose near the red line now, and finally Ezra Gale comes away with the puck. He looks to break things out. He's got Kitanya behind him, as Gale looks for a little toe drag there. It's loose out in front. And Tassa Georgios will cover and stop play with 16:43 to go. So, if you are CSUF and you're down 3 goals, what are you looking for here? Well, one, you're looking to draw penalties against UCLA. They've shown a tendency to draw penalties, evidence from that second period where they had 3 or 4. Unfortunately, if you are CSUF, you can't do what you did in the second period and draw penalties yourself. You have to take advantage of the man advantage. Anyways, here comes UCLA. Pellick will throw in towards the net, and that one went high. And another shot, that one went wide. And it's played over to the near side by Oppenheim. He'll chip it along the boards and down to Pellick. He'll try and backhand one to the center. And here comes Novo. He'll chip it over to Indalis, who will try and play one up the boards, but unable to do so. Still kept in by Fullerton, and here's Will Fighter. He'll throw a cross-ice pass over to Jason Wong, who will chip it up, and now Oppenheim will handle the puck. Going back to my point of how you get back into this game, besides penalties, you have to have stuff like this. You have to have turnovers and get some odd man rushes. As here's a shot towards the net. That one went off the pad of Tassa Georgios. Looked like he might have had a cutting Will Fighter. That was Jason Dulles who had the shot. But regardless, one of your top goal scorers, you'll let him take the shot all day, every day. Seth Gale loses his stick and hasn't yet recovered it. It's kept in below the red line, and now there goes the stick of Alex Novo. Novo loses his stick. And there's a shot. That one went off the blocker of Reyes. And the puck now goes behind the red line into the near corner. Interestingly enough, you typically see it in upper levels where if a defenseman loses their twig, you'll have a forward give up their stick to the defenseman. But as of right now, Seth Gale has no stick. He's just standing there. As he'll finally get a chance to regain a twig, and UCLA will look to break things out. Fullerton, though, recovers the puck, and this one's sent over to Reyes. She'll ice the puck now and stop play with 14:45 to go in regulation. Well, I mentioned we've had a lot of fun here tonight at Great Park Ice. Our tremendous production team puts on a fabulous show, putting on different cameras for the crowd, getting them involved, just getting the people going. We have a great time here. We hope you can make it for any game, just like Alex Novo's family. They made it here tonight all the way from San Francisco, surprising the left winger for the Titans. And that's just what you'd like to see. You never know who will show up. And Novo's family, I hope they're enjoying it tonight. They've seen their Titan get a couple odd man rushes and dangerous opportunities. Yet the score is still 4-1 Bruins. They'll be looking to regain some momentum, are the Titans, as they try and get back on the score sheet and make it a game. As here's now Daniel Rondon in that near corner. Rondon not liking what Kawasaka's doing, and there's a penalty and a retaliation. You saw that happening. It was number 27, Kawamoto, as well as Daniel Rondon, kind of going back and forth between each other, and Kawamoto decides, you know what, I've had enough. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little trip there. Actually, my apologies. That is not number 27, Kawamoto. That was number 27, Alex Stenson. 2 27s, apparently. I didn't realize you could do that in the ACHA, but UCLA is able to do so anyways. As Stenson's going to go to the box for 2. And right now we have a bit of a delay as the referee talks things over with UCLA's bench, trying to figure out what is going on here. It appears they're trying to get the right players into the box. Actually, my apologies, we have 2 penalties against UCLA. One against Stenson and another against Thayer Gladstone. So a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes for the Titans. They need this big time. As there's a shot towards the net, and that one went off the body of Tassa Georgios. And there's Seth Gale. He loses the play there, and going down hard is Sweeney, but no call there. Rather, there is a call. And my eyes do not deceive me. There is another penalty for CSUF while they're on the man advantage to begin with. So 4-on-3 power play for the Titans now. And this has certainly been one of the more unusual games that I've called in my brief career, as it's going to be a 4-on-4 for the next minute 38 or so. As here's a face-off won by UCLA. Here's Zhu looking on the near side, in the near corner now. He weaves his way around, plays one back to the top. Here's Panwar looking, throwing one towards the net, and that one was deflected up in the air by Gupta. And now it's played in that near corner. Sweeney comes out with it. Loses the handle there, but Zhu looking to dangle, does so, shoots, and that one went high and wide. Kept in, though, by Panwar. He'll play it off to Zhu. Cross-ice pass to Sweeney. Throwing one towards the net, and that one went wide as well. I believe it's off the stick of Francos. Here's Will Fighter. Fighter takes a big hit from Gupta. Gupta comes away with the puck, shoots one towards the net, and that one was saved by Reyes and played over to the near side by Francos. Here comes CSUF. Liam McKay plays one to the middle for Will Fighter. Fighter now goes down hard in that near corner. No call, as Fighter is slow to get up, and now here's a 4-on-2. 4-on-2 chance for UCLA. They play it off to Gupta, as Fighter eventually does get back into play, as well as Liam McKay. As Fighter is clearly going through some pain on that one. He is not moving like his normal self. And he'll go for a change immediately as that puck is cleared by the Titans. We're still at 4-on-4 for the next 15 seconds. Then UCLA, they'll get a chance, followed by Fullerton getting out of the box. As there's a shot that went high and over the head of Reyes. But it's kept in. Here's Shara throwing one towards the net, and a glove save by Reyes. Good save there by the Titans netminder as we get a stoppage here with 12:02 remaining. Out of the box comes Thayer Gladstone, so it's now a man advantage for the Bruins. So the Bruins will send out Pellick, Seuss, Fury, Shara, and Oppenheim. They'll be countered by the Fullerton squad of Gale, Wong, looks like Alex Novo, and Daniel Rondon. And here's a draw, won by UCLA. Played over to Shara at the blue line, back to Oppenheim. Oppenheim looking, cross-ice pass to Seuss. Seuss shoots, and that one went high and wide. Kept in, though, by Oppenheim. Back to Shara at the point. Looking, over to Seuss, back to Shara. Shara looking. Fans on a pass, still kept there. No pressure coming from Fullerton. They're keen to let this one go. And there's a shot off the blocker of Reyes. And we're back to even strength. As out of the box comes Seth Gale. A cross-ice pass, that one went wide. It was deflected in front by Seuss. As Oppenheim maintains possession. Behind the net he goes. Ezra Gale deflects that one, but Pellet keeps it in. Oppenheim now looking, dangling, loose out in front, and finally coming away with it is Novo and clearing it out. And Fullerton will go for a change. That's been the story of the game. Lots of pressure from this Bruins squad. They have had extended zone time in the offensive zone, and they have been able to get a lot of dangerous threats on Reyes and this Titans defense that is shorthanded throughout the night. As there's a shot, that one deflected off the stick of Parent. Chipped along the boards now to Parent, and out of the zone finally, as Fullerton will go for a change. Some tired legs getting a much-needed rest. We're about 10 minutes left here in regulation. Titans down 3. They need something. As the puck kept in by Shara. Shara fans on a shot, but it goes over to Pellick. Pellick now handles the puck. He dangles, plays it off to Oppenheimer. Cross-ice pass to Seuss, played over to Shara. Shara shoots off the body of Reyes. Kept in still off the skate of Reyes this time, and sent down, all the way down, for a Titan icing. So some tired legs still going to be on the ice for Fullerton. And at this time, we want to remind fans, just as the PA did here at Rink 4, that we're going to have a Hockey Fights Cancer Night November 22nd here at Great Park Ice. It's going to be against UC Irvine, and we hope you'll be able to make it here for this great cause that Fullerton is putting on. That is November 22nd, Hockey Fights Cancer Night here for your Titans. As we resume play, UCLA dangles behind the net. And here's a drive. That one went high. That was by Jamani. Here's Wells now with the puck. He plays one below the red line. And into the near corner it goes. Francos handles this one. Going down is Francos. Novo fights for the puck. Kept in by Morose. Morose and Francos fighting in that near corner. Played now to the blue line and chipped away by Parent. As Fullerton finally gets some new skaters on the ice. They had some weary legs out there for an extended amount of time. And here's Will Fighter. Will Fighter through the middle. Looks like he's fine after that hard collision against the wall that last time out. He centers a pass, but nobody home there to put it in. That was a great opportunity by the Fullerton captain. Here's Rondon now. Looking up ice, over to Barlow. Barlow chips along the boards, but it's kept in by UCLA. The Bruins now looking to extend on the forecheck, but this one's given out to Fighter, who collides hard there with Thayer Gladstone. And here's a chance now. Here's Barlow. Barlow with the game on his stick. But he goes down and no call. That was a great chance by Justin Barlow. Now Seth Gale. He'll throw in towards the net, and that's off the body, the lower leg, it looks like, of Barlow. And it skips up into the air. And we'll get a stoppage here with 8:27 to go. While we have this stoppage, I want to give a special shout out to Austin Allegre. He is the play-by-play guy for the Long Beach Bombers. He stopped by earlier tonight after calling a game here at Great Park Ice. And I know Austin from our time working at the Lake Elsinore Storm. He is one of my co-workers during the summer when I'm not calling games for Fullerton. So I just want to give a shout out to one of my co-workers who was so gracious to stop by and give some love. So shout out to Austin Allegre. As we resume play here, here's a dangerous chance, but Jason Dallas is unable to get a stick on that one. And so now the puck is sent all the way down into that far corner. And Dallas plays it back over to Seth Gale, who will throw one towards the boards. And a centering pass off the pad of Thassa Georgios. And Fullerton finally getting some extended pressure here. Here's a cross-ice pass to Rondon. Daniel Rondon throws one towards the net, and that one went wide. I believe it was deflected in front. Still kept in by Fullerton. Ezra Gale will chip it along the boards. Still kept in as he's putting his body on the line to keep it in. UCLA with a cross-ice pass, finally clearing it, and here comes Wang. Wang centers one, but losing the handle on that is UCLA. And here comes Fullerton again. Liam McKay now over to Jason Indalis. He'll chip one up. And Zhu and him will go after it below the red line. This one's thrown all the way around the boards, and Jason Wong is there to send it back in. Behind the net is Jason Wong. He tries to dangle. Centered out in front. Zhu now with the puck. Forecheck here for CSUF. They're trying to get something going. Ezra Gale dangles. Gives it to Jason Indalis. Backhanded pass over to Ezra Gale. He'll pull up now. Looking for something. As Indalis is exhausted and heads to the bench. Here's a centering pass, no one home. And so the Titans will have to regroup. Here's Francos. He'll try and throw one over to Wong, but that one's broken up by Seuss. Seuss now with a dangerous chance and a save made by Reyes. This one deflected out into the near boards. Up along the boards by Ezra Gale, but kept in by Seuss again. Here's Parent now. He had the goal. The only goal for the Titans tonight. He'll chip one in. And chasing after it is Liam McKay. Oppenheim will handle this puck. He'll play one up along the near side. With a head of steam, here comes Oppenheim. And a good stick there by Jason Wong. UCLA, though, keeps it in their zone as we have 6 minutes left in regulation. Shara plays it over to Pellick. Pellick to Shara. And a good poke there by Parent to clear the puck out of his defensive zone. But Pellick now, he'll throw in towards the net, and that's off the stick of CSUF. Will Fighter now trying to chip one in reverse play. And there's a chance, and there was a good block by Wong off of his lower leg. Shara with a drive off the pad of Reyes. Cleared away by Wong and out. Seuss with the puck. He'll play it cross ice to Shara. Good hit there by Wong as he clears it out of the zone again. Jason Wong has had some good play tonight, as he is one of the few defensemen for this Fullerton squad. Here's a centering pass, a good opportunity for Fullerton. Shoots! That one went wide. I think Reyes got a piece of it. Beautiful save by Cat Reyes. UCLA, though, keeps it in. And a good block there by Novo. Still loose out in front, and bodies flying all over the ice. And some exhausted, tired bodies for Fullerton as they're going to go for a change. And there's a big hit out in front of the penalty box by Alex Novo on Oppenheim. And Oppenheim is hurt. And it looks like we're going to get a whistle here. Max Oppenheim went down awkwardly and hard, and Alex Novo is going to go to the box for 2 here, as we have 4:37 to play left in regulation. And it looks like, referee talking to head coach Jesse Skaluski, it looks like Novo might get ejected from this game. With less than 5 minutes, he might be getting a major penalty here as he heads towards the bench. Hops over the bench. And yes, he's heading to the locker room. He's done for the night. And so going to serve the penalty for the Titans is going to be number 52, that's Jackson Brooks. He'll serve the 5-minute major. And so Fullerton will be down another winger. And now a penalty kill for their Titans as Zhu handles it for UCLA on the power play. Panwar throws one towards the net. Unable to get a stick on that was Wang. Here's UCLA, a cross-ice pass to Zhu. Zhu shoots. That one was a blocker saved by Reyes. Got a little piece of that one to send it wide. Thrown towards the red line. UCLA handling it now. Here's Wang along the far corner. He dangles out of that one. Still looking, passes one off to Zhu. Zhu shoots, and a good block there by Indalis. He felt that one. That went off his left knee, and Jason Indalis is feeling that, as he is favoring that left leg a little gingerly right now. as this one is cleared out. And finally, some new skaters coming onto the ice as Barlow takes over, and Dulles is feeling that one. He is barely moving on that bench. We'll have to see if he comes back tonight, but he is feeling that injury. Certainly not what you want to see if you are the Titans. They're already down Patrick Check, one of their top goal scorers. They're down Tyler Lambert, who's out tonight. A bunch of defensemen out for Fullerton. Justin Center's not here. We haven't mentioned that. And so Fullerton, they are dropping like flies this season. As here's now a chance out in front for UCLA. Kept in, though, by Gupta. They'll play it off to Zhu. Zhu. Over to the blue line was Panwar. Now over to Morose. UCLA will be on the man advantage the rest of this game. We'll have to see if Fullerton gets the puck back and looks to maybe pull the goalie, maybe make something happen. Or maybe they're just content to finish this game out. As there's a backhanded shot by Zhu. That one went high and wide. In that far corner now. Still fighting for it, and coming away with it is Pellick. And there's a shot off the pad of Reyes. Puck's still loose in front. There are some tired bodies for this Fullerton squad. They have been out there for about a minute and a half with no break. As UCLA has been keen to just keep it in their offensive zone and just kill time off. As here's Panwar. Shooting one towards the net. That was deflected by Gupta. But it went towards the near boards, and finally UCLA cannot keep that puck in as Fullerton will get a change. Pulling up and throwing it to Shara as he has a head of steam now. Shara plays it back to Pellick. Pellick with the puck. Tries to hand it off to Shara, loses it for a moment, but gets it back to number 91. Over to Oppenheim. Looking now on the far side, that is Sweeney, the captain. Back to Shara. At the blue line and a cross-ice pass. Over to the point, back to Shara. UCLA clearly looking to just kill off time. We've got a minute 20 to go. As there's a shot, that one, a lot of traffic in front, and that one was shot over to the far side. As there's a saucer pass going over the stick of Shara, but back to him off the boards. He'll play it down in the near corner. Back over to Shara. Pulling back up, looking to reload. Over to the blue line, Oppenheim. Cross-ice pass, a one-timer. That one went wide off the stick of Pellick. Shara winds up and sends one wide as well. I think it was tipped in front by Will Fighter to send it wide. Oppenheim now. Puck on his stick. Dangling. Fighter goes down. Cross-ice pass now. Over to Pellick. Pellick throws one towards the net. Behind the net of Reyes now. Over to Shara. Shara. Back over to Sweeney. Sweeney throws one towards the net, and that one off the stick of Jason Wong. Not cleared yet. We've got less than 20 seconds to go. And here's one that skips in. That was off the blocker of Reyes. She made the initial stop. It's punched into the air by the Titan netminder. But ultimately it finds the back of the net as it doesn't go over, but rather skips in behind Kat Reyes. So that'll make it 5-1. We've got 20 seconds left. Shots have been 66-21. And here's the draw. Won by UCLA. Played up the boards by Fullerton, and Liam McKay will handle this one. He'll look to play it behind the net. UCLA not giving up, though. Up by 4. They're just trying to stat pad a little bit. But there's the final horn. And that's the game. Final score, UCLA 5, Cal State Fullerton 1. Shots were 66-21 in favor of the Bruins. And ultimately, with a depleted squad tonight, your Titans just weren't able to come up with much. Their only goal coming on a penalty kill, shorthanded goal by Aiden Parent. but UCLA was just too much for this Titan squad. We're going to do a quick recap here of tonight's game. It all started in that first period, both sides kind of settling in, some back and forth action. And then with less than 10 minutes in the first period, it was Grant Kawamoto getting the first goal of the night for UCLA. But then just moments later, you did have that penalty for Ezra Gale, which surprisingly led to the penalty kill shorthanded goal from Cal State Fullerton, as it was a face-off draw won by Liam McKay. He ends up throwing one to a diving Aiden Parent, who snipes one top shelf past the glove of Dionysius Tassageorgios. But that was it. Tassageorgios was incredible the rest of the night, as he makes all but one save throughout the 60 minutes here this evening at Great Park Ice. Then we head to the second period, and that is where UCLA took over. They decided to turn up the pressure, turn up the heat. They had some extended zone time late in that first period, and they were able to keep things going throughout that second. Cal State Fullerton did have a few opportunities, some golden chances. They end up drawing 3 or 4 penalties in that second period, but at the same time, they end up going to the box themselves about 2 or 3 times and just canceling out those penalties that they had worked so hard to get. And there you have Pellick as well as Owen Sweeney, the captain, getting 2 goals for UCLA to put them up 3-1. And that was how the second period ended, leading us to the third. You thought maybe Cal State Fullerton, they can get something going, get some shots, just pepper the net, try and get some past Tassageorgios, but they were unable to do so. And so you had 2 goals scored at the end, one by Seuss, and then one last goal scored at the very end on the 5-minute major that was against Alex Novo. So that's your recap for tonight. We want to give one last shout out to the Novo family who made their trip here all the way from San Francisco to support their Cal State Fullerton Titan. And I want to give one last shout out to Austin Allegre, the play-by-play man for the Long Beach Bombers. Happy to see one of my former co-workers make it here tonight at Great Park Ice. And so that is going to do it for us here at Great Park Ice. It has been a pleasure calling your game tonight. Your final score, 5-1, UCLA Bruins on top of the Cal State Fullerton Titans. All games are being presented on the Cal State Fullerton Ice Hockey website, YouTube channel. And that's going to do it here for me, Peter Gibbs. It's been my pleasure. Have a great rest of your night. Final score, 5-1, UCLA.